Warning, this content may be disturbing to some audiences. Subscribe, if you dare. If you are going to a big event, e.g. a graduation, print out some sheets of paper that say reserved. Hey everybody, welcome to ANECDOSED. People ask Reddit. What are the unethical life hacks that you use? Number 1. One year I went with my dad to vote. He was 70 and had a portable oxygen tank that he wore on a shoulder strap as he had lung cancer. He was still relatively strong at this point. He took one look at the 30 to 40 person deep queue and said, "Bugger this." He strode past the queue, waved his oxygen tank at the door person and said, "James Hardy got me," and went straight to the sign-in desk. I looked apologetic, said I was his carer, and went in after him. Quickest voting experience of my life. None of the officials had a clue how to deal with the situation, so they just looked stunned and let it happen. For those who don't know, James Hardy was the big asbestos manufacturer in Australia back in the day, and that was the sort of lung cancer he had. Number 2. When ambushed by chuggers, not sure if other countries call them this, but those semi-legitimate professional charity collectors with clipboards who skim off the majority of your direct debit, don't say a word. Do not say no, go away if you. They're trained to pounce. If they say nice hat, do not say thanks. They're trained to pounce. Just raise your hand, stop/quieting gesture, and they'll leave you. Unethical and rude, but okay because F that whole industry. Number 3. One time when getting off a plane, I started to feel lightheaded. My mom sat me in a wheelchair so we could keep moving as we had another flight to catch. We were moved to the front of every line and we would not have caught our next flight had I not been in a wheelchair. I didn't feel bad at all. Number 4. Back in my homeless panhandling days, if I was panhandling with a sign where there was foot traffic, I'd make sure to take most of the money I'd been given out of the container so it looked like I hadn't been given as much. Other panhandling pro tips: if you're flying a sign, a funny sign tends to make more money than a sad one. Spaceship broken, need parts, saving up for a rainy day if it's raining, stuff like that. In some panhandling situations it is better to lie with reverse psychology. For example, when I was passing through Las Vegas and panhandling on the Strip, people were more likely to kick down cash if my sign read "need money for beer" as opposed to "hungry as F" or something. Even when I was actually hungry as F, people were more likely to believe I was trying to get wasted. I've since gotten pretty stable, have a good job, car, apartment, etc. Honestly, working a job is much easier on a person's psyche than panhandling. People calling you a piece of shit all the time or always questioning your motives, or trying to solicit you for sex can really wear you down. Number 5. I'm from the UK, so obviously, this is tea-based. If you're not one for making tea for everybody at the same time, the first time you're asked to do it, ask everybody twice and then still get each cup slightly wrong. This way people will not associate you with a good brew and won't ask you to make it. Bonus hack: don't remember how each individual has their tea/coffee, just how many have each milk/sugar combo. Makes it a lot easier. Number 6. I served at a restaurant in not the nicest area, but we give out 20% off coupons, so when tables have multiple coupons I just keep them as it only takes one to discount, and I save them for tables with a high ticket price that pay in cash. Once I'm sure they're done and all settled up, I add the discount and skim that percentage to my tips, because F getting a 5 to 10% tip for a $200 ticket. That's too much damn work and stress, and also I like money. Number 7. This one is no longer possible, because of Euro, but back in the 90s the one Deutsche Mark coin, around $1, had the same size and weight as the 2.50 escudos coin, around 1 cent. Meaning whoever went to Portugal before going to Germany and got a bunch of 2.50 escudos coins, would be able to eat in Germany for almost nothing, if they only used vending machines. Number 8. I found out a way to get free food at work using a little known glitch in our cash register software. Essentially I can ring up an entire meal as extra toppings and it will show up in the kitchen as just a normal combo meal. The price for everything is inherently zero, so my order won't show up if anyone chooses to audit any discounts or voids. No one has caught on yet. It would take a very perceptive back-of-house worker to notice that the order didn't get sent to their specific station and only the main screen, but those guys aren't too bright. Number 9. Don't know if I should spread this around, but if you are going to a big event, e.g. a graduation, print out some sheets of paper that say reserved. When you get there early, you can put them wherever you want and hold seats for friends and family. The best part is, you don't even have to watch the seats. You could go get a coffee or something and come back. No one will take those seats. Number 10. When your headphones break, especially if you get cheap ones, buy the same ones that you had before. After cleaning the old ones, put them in the package and return the package, but keep the new ones. Always say they were defective and broke only after a few days. Make sure you have the receipt. If you use the words defective, they have to take it back as long as you have the receipt. Also, if you go to a nice event, get a nice dress from the store, leaving the tag on. Wear a little cardigan over the dress so that the tag is concealed. Go to said event and the next day return the dress, saying that it didn't fit the way you would have liked, and get your money back. I used to do these things until I got some dignity. Number 11. Firemen standing at every corner downtown collecting donations for some sort of charity. When I walk past the first one, he asks for a donation, but I just tell him I already gave it to the guy across the street. He thanks me profusely. When I'm walking by another fireman, same thing, and I tell him I just gave it to the other guy. He thanks me profusely. Repeat until I've walked past them all. They feel good, I feel good. Win-win. Well, except for the charity. Number 12. A couple times I have come into work late and not clocked in. That way they don't know what time I actually got there, but they know I'm here. Then I tell them I was in such a hurry to get started that I forgot to clock in. So, the HR person usually adjusts my time so to show I was there on time. I learned this trick from a massive stoner who frequently came in to work so baked that he honestly forgot about clocking in. Number 13. I dunno if it's as bad as some, but you could make the argument that it is unethical. I have a coin given to me by my brother. It's about the size and weight of a quarter, but any time I have ever put it into any machine that takes quarters, it takes the 25-cent credit and returns it in the return slot. I used to use it for soda and stuff in high school, but now it is exclusively for laundry. The laundromat at my apartment is unsupervised, and I only use it when no one is there at 3 a.m. Number 14. When ordering a meal at a Pizza Hut, order 10 minutes before they close and say you're going to pay with cash. As soon as the delivery driver gets to your house, say you made a mistake and you wish to pay with credit. They'll call their boss, he or she will say they can't accept credit at this time. The 5 times I've done this, they let me keep the pizza for free. Make sure you actually have the money to pay for the meal just in case this doesn't work in your area. Also, I'd recommend you do this once a month so they don't get suspicious. Number 15. If you're into sports and still in school/uni, join the sport AG/club you like, but tell them you don't want to pay the yearly/semester fee yet because you want to see how it goes. That buys you 2 or 3 visits. In this time, I usually find out when the campus gym is opened, empty, or getting cleaned by looking at the cleaning crew schedule. There's usually a janitor's office or a glass box by the entrance or something, and all that shit will be on a wall somewhere. Photo. Done. Now I can come and go as I please, with nobody asking money from me. Cleaning crews don't give a shit if someone is training there at odd hours and alone. They clean around me. There's always some scholarship kid giving it 110%, or having an important competition next week, etc., and I get lumped in with them and ignored. Number 16. I've been summoned for jury duty a number of times. I enjoy serving, nice break from work, but I always find it so funny how hard people try to get out of it and how unsuccessful they are. The judge doesn't care about your hardships. But they do care if you're a racist. Or claim to know the defendant. No one will fact check it and you'll be thrown off immediately. Also, if you want Red Cross to stop calling you to donate blood, tell them you are gay and ineligible. No more calls. Number 17. Using the Pandora Windows Vista gadget gets you ad-free Pandora, and more skips. It's basically the paid Pandora benefits for free. A $5 per month savings. Note this gadget works in Windows 7 natively, with 64-bit version of Flash, and Windows 8 and Windows 10 if you get the add-on to make it work as an app. I do actually pay for the service now and have for years, but mostly because I use the gadget for so long I wanted the same experience on my phone for long car rides, and felt that $36 per year was well worth it. Number 18. This reminds me of a trick I did using the Australian 10c coin. There was a Skittles vending machine similar to the bubblegum dispensers. You put a coin in and spin a handle that dispenses the candy. The cost of one turn was $1. The trick was, you buy one round for $1, then get one of the Skittles and squish it to the 10c coin. The 10c was almost identical to the $1 coin except for weight, So when you place the 10C coin with the squished skittle into the machine, not only did it register as a $1 coin, but the coin got stuck in the machine, allowing us to turn the handle without a limit. My mates and I emptied the machine for $1.10. Number 19. At the retail store I work at, you could grab a product, break the packaging on your way to the register, pretend to notice it at the register, and say you don't want to buy it unless you get a discount, and we don't give a F. You could also just claim it was marked as on sale, and it's easier for us to give you the discount than grab someone to check the shelf price. Maybe other stores care more, but we don't really have a correlation between store profit and payroll. Actually, this isn't unethical because F major retail corporations. Just be polite to the clerk about it and you're better than 90% of the people they deal with. Number 20. Always buy a service plan from Best Buy. 2 to 3 years minimum. Preferably the replacement plan or whatever they decide to call it at the time. Accidental damage isn't needed. File that sucker away or tape the thing to the device you bought. Set a calendar event on your phone, Google Calendar or iCal, for 1 month before the service plan expires. If the device is small enough, microwave it for about 4 seconds. Return to Best Buy with the dead device and service plan in hand. Policy is to replace devices for comparable models or exact models. Usually you get the newer of the two options. Works great with GPS, digital cameras, video cards, handheld electronics, etc. iPods, TVs, audio receivers, Xbox, and PS4. However, need to have this procedure done 4 times for a new one. The no lemon policy is after the 3rd consecutive repair. Give yourself 3 months to do this. On getting the new device, buy another service plan always. Source: Worked it. Was an installer. All the employees do this. Buy from landsend.com always. Especially shoes. Everything, absolutely everything sold on that site has a no questions asked lifetime satisfaction guarantee. Use it. Dress shirts, pants, shoes, etc. It's glorious. Make sure to share your personal story in the comments below and have the opportunity to be featured in a future video. Also, if you like these topics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to continue seeing more content like this every day. See you next time.